Hey guys, what's up? It's Lucy T and you are watching LucyTWWE, my weekly review show where I bestow upon you all of my truthful opinions on all things WWE. So I know it's been a really long time since I last posted, which was my SummerSlam predictions, and I'm so sorry about that. I've been going through some stuff. As you can see, I moved, a lot of changes in my life, so I just want to say thank you so much for hanging in there with me, and I promise we will be back up and running normally as soon as possible. So this week, instead of doing the regular 10 countdown, I figured I would just talk about some of the things that I really enjoyed about this week in WWE. The first thing is the most obvious thing of Renee Young joining the Monday Night Raw announce team once again. Now, WWE did not even announce this before we experienced Monday Night Raw this week, and that's okay. I kind of liked the element of surprise here, and she killed it again. So I really hope that they make Renee Young a permanent fixture on the commentating team calling the matches, because she did great and held her own once again with Corey Graves and Michael Cole. Apart from that, the only other really big thing, in my opinion, that happened on Monday Night Raw this week was Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler taking the Raw Tag Team Championships. They are the new Raw Tag Team Champions. Insane. I'm actually kind of glad that they did this because they've been pushing Dolph and Drew so much, and I was getting a little bit stale of like, okay, come on, TikTok, why are you pushing them so much if you're not gonna do anything? So I am glad that we have some new tag team champions on Monday Night Raw. And Nikki and Brie are officially back, but are they on Raw or on that SmackDown? Or is it both? Who knows? I guess we'll find out in the coming weeks. Speaking of the women's division, Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair's rivalry is really not disappointing. Okay, so last week, if you remember on SmackDown Live, Becky was beating up Charlotte, held up that SmackDown Women's Championship, and was just like, you bitch. Oh my God, where did that come from? I don't know, but I like it. And this week, they couldn't even be in the same room together. No, they did not. They had to do a little split screen action of, well, if that's what you think, then that's what you think, that's what you think. But you guys, this was also equally amazing, super engaging. I'm loving heel Becky. She was just like, screw you, you bitch. And like, what else was I supposed to do? And oh, I roll, we have to wait for the queen to finish speaking again. So really excited to see where this goes, and even more excited for also, AJ and Smo Jo, I am really getting into this feud. So last week, Samoa Joe was like, AJ, I'm gonna go to your house, which was a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. And at the beginning of Samoa Joe's promo this week was a little bit creepy. It was a bit, I don't know, purgy. Oh, Wendy is shaking with the baby on her arms, and it was like a little bit too creepy for my taste, but that's why I liked it, because we needed some of that from Samoa Joe. And now I am actually excited to see what happens with this feud, not to mention the physicality that was brought on this week between AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. I mean, Samoa Joe was tossing AJ was bouncing off of the steel chairs, back onto the barricade, and then back again, boomeranging around. Samoa Joe got his ass handed to him. I am really, really excited to see these guys in action in more of a formal capacity. Because so far these beatdowns we've had for the past couple of weeks are not disappointing. Speaking of not disappointing, I am also loving more than life itself the feud we have going on between the Miz and Maryse and Brie and Daniel Bryan. I actually kind of wanted to see a big scene where Daniel and Brie actually interrupted the Miz and Maryse's dinner and just started throwing some spaghetti and meatballs and shoving their face in some veal scarpone. I think that's an Italian dish. So this week on SmackDown Live, R-Truth took on The Miz with Maryse in his corner, and R-Truth had Carmella in his corner. Side note, before we get into my thoughts on that whole thing, I loved that R-Truth kept getting Carmella and Maryse confused. That was really funny. I won't go into any more of it, but I enjoyed it. It was very funny. And only R-Truth could have pulled something off like that. So The Miz and R-Truth had a match. Then Daniel Bryan and Brie came out because that is what they do. And Zelina Vega and Andrade Cien Almas came to their rescue this time. So I'm thinking, this really sucks. Like, they're trying to muddy up the waters and make this feud like a lot more wishy-washy. Like, what the fuck? But then I was pleasantly surprised because once Brie Bella and Daniel Bryan took over Zelina and Andrade Cien Almas, they both were put in yes locks and they were tap, tap, tapping, tap, tap, tapping, tap, tap, tapping. And Brie and Daniel were not releasing and they were just staring at Miz and Maryse as they were running away from the ring. It was pure magic and I am so excited for their match at Hell in a Cell. Speaking of Hell in a Cell, we also learned this week that Randy Orton is going to have a match at Hell in a Cell with Jeff Hardy, which I'm looking forward to. Okay, but what I didn't like is that on Smackdown Live this week, they kept replaying that nastiness of Randy Orton, like literally tearing out Jeff Hardy's ear gauge hole. Literally felt like I was gonna throw up again. And who else is excited for the return of the Mixed Match Challenge? I'm very excited. It premieres, season 2 premieres on Facebook Watch on Tuesday, September 18th at 10 p.m., immediately following SmackDown Live. Now, along with some other fans, I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't mix up the teams enough, but I am so excited to see Kevin Owens paired with Natalya. Some other stuff we have coming up within the WWE universe is the Mae Young Classic started this week. So I will be making some videos about that as it's going on because I didn't get to watch it last year and I'm really excited to watch it this year and kind of give some of my thoughts right here on LucyTWWE. So make sure you watch out for that. Also, Nia Jax and Nikki Bella have been nominated for E's People Choice Awards. So make sure you go and vote for them. Nikki was nominated for Competitor of the Year in like a reality competition for Dancing with the Stars. And Nia Jax is considered Game Changer of 2018. Oh my God. So make sure that you go and at least vote for Nia Jax if you're not a Nikki Bella fan. If you're not a Nikki Bella fan, well then, I don't know what to tell you because I am, and I'm definitely gonna go on and vote for both of them. Well, that's all the time we have for this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram and Twitter at LucyTWWE. Mwah.